Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and now, I don't normally make videos like this, as it's something I don't normally do on my channel, but I figure for this video that I'm making right about now, I figure it might be something a little bit special for once. Just my way of to share my experience with for all of you guys that some of you may have been following me for a long time, or some of you new subscribers that have came into this channel don't even know. So yeah, I figure I would do something special for once to of course spice things up a bit on this channel for once. So yeah, I figure that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell by the date of the video, as you see right down below, you know today is of course Saturday, October the 12th, and well, particularly I'm recording this video just a couple days in advance, so no worries on that, because I like to get some work done early. So yeah, I guess it is of course October the 12th, 2019, and it is of course Saturday, and judging by the time you're watching this video right about now, it has been well over a few hours since after the final episodes of the ever-popular TV show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic have actually aired. So yeah, I guess you can kind of see where I'm getting at by this point. So yeah, I figure for today's video that I'm gonna be doing, I figure it makes sense if I would talk about my experience with not just My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but also the fandom and actually correspond with tying into that. So yeah, I guess I figure that's exactly what I thought I would do. So yeah, I guess if many of you guys do not actually know, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is a ever-popular TV show that's of course based on the My Little Pony toy line for quite some while, and it has been going on for, well, pretty much ever since ever since 2010, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2010, and believe it or not, probably by the time I'm recording this a couple days in advance, it has been well over 9 years since after the show first made its debut, which is actually quite surprising. It's been on the air for almost a decade now, and with over 9 seasons right about now, it's actually pretty bizarre. So yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm getting at, and in case you also want to know, bronies are of course, it is of course a fandom that ties into the show, but the majority of it is of course on grown men who actually like the show, which does sound a bit weird, but can't fault them for that, because yeah, it does sound weird, but it actually is very nice when you really think about it for a second. So yeah, I guess now that I did get that quick little explanation up and out of the way, I think it makes sense that I will go ahead and talk about my experience with this one in particular. And I guess with all the stuff that I've been saying, I bet all of you are wondering, what is that got to do with anything? What do I have to do with Friendship is Magic, or what do I have to do with the Brony fandom? Well, I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I was actually part of that fandom for once. So yeah, that just pretty much sums it up there. Yeah. So yeah, I guess for many of you guys that do not actually know, I was of course part of the Brony fandom, and I actually used to watch My Little Pony for quite a long time now. So yeah, I figure it makes sense that I will go ahead and talk about my experience with it, with a little bit of a story on how I actually got into it. Now, truth be told, I think when the show first came out, I never actually saw it at first. I think I was probably right around a month into my freshman year in high school, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say my freshman year in high school. So yeah, that will explain it. So actually, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm now starting to remember. Yeah, I was a freshman in high school when the show came around, and yeah, truth be told, I never actually really got into it during that time, which I know is nothing anything special. I think I was just too busy with of course my studies in class, and not to mention I was about well over a couple of years into my lifespan on YouTube, so I was slowly starting out, but I was starting to grow a major following over the years, so yeah, I guess you can pretty much tell, and not to mention, I was a little bit young during that time. I think probably in like my early to mid teen years when you think about it, So yeah, I think I never actually really saw it when it first came out, but that wasn't until probably about almost a couple of years later. I think I actually did finally know about the show. I think right around April of 2012. I have to say so. So yeah, I think it's pretty much around that time when I actually got myself familiar with the show. I think I actually came across it when I stumbled upon a music video to the Weird Al Yankovic song "Dare to Be Stupid," which is a great song, by the way, and I think I will say I think it did actually tie in some clips from the show that was in that video that I saw. So I really didn't know what to make of it, and I actually did get quite curious about it later on. So I think I actually went ahead and actually decided to watch an episode of the show, and I think the very first episode of Friendship is Magic that I saw, particularly for the first time, it was of course the season 1 finale, The Best Night Ever. So yeah, I think pretty much after watching that episode, I actually thought deep down in my mind, I was like, okay, well, that's actually quite nice. It's got some good animation, good writing, and I know it wouldn't be my thing for a little while, but I could see kids actually getting into it and having a good time. But I think probably later on, I think right around late 2012 or I think early 2013, I actually did notice about the Brony Fandom during that time. So I actually did quite get myself quite curious about that and see where it's getting at. And I was like, I didn't know grown men actually like this show. This is actually pretty weird and yet surprisingly interesting when I think about it. So yeah, I think the more I think about it, I think I am starting to realize on what's been going on. So pretty much with the show that I just saw, I think I've actually decided to watch some more episodes of the show just to see what's going on, and I think after watching some, I was like, oh my god, I think I found myself a new favorite show. So yeah, I guess believe it or not, I did. I think probably during that time, I did start to get fully into the show, and I think for quite a while now, I have been keeping up. With new episodes for quite a while, and I think it was at that point where I actually decided to experiment to see if I can try to do some MLP related videos and stuff, just to see where if I could be good at it. So right around late 2013, all the way until about early 2014, I decided to experiment by doing some vlog related reviews on some episodes of season 4 of the show, and To which again, it was of course, I've decided to hail on the SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions YouTube channel, which is of course the second channel that I currently run alongside Sam the Thomas Fan 1, wherever he's at. Right about now, I'm not so sure. So yeah, I guess I've decided to experiment by doing that. And it was, of course, during the time I completely forgot about my main channel, this one, and I was more focused on the Sam Attack channel for quite some time now, and so yeah, I've decided to actually go for doing some vlog-related MLP Season 4 reviews, kind of like what, probably mixing up with DeWilson, formerly known as Miss Oliver and Blossom, with his reviews on Season 16 of Thomas and Friends, as well as Sam the Thomas Fan 1's reviews on Season 17 of the latter that I mentioned, and not to mention Trayboy54 did his reviews on Season 4 of Phineas and Ferb during that time, and while doing so, combining all three of them, I actually did incorporate some elements from the vlog series that Doug Walker, aka the Nostalgia Critic, did during that time when he actually talked about Avatar: The Last Airbender in order to get himself prepped up for when he would actually review the movie version of The Last Airbender, which I know I haven't seen, but I do hear it's awful, and I'm not gonna bother touching it, but I'm still glad I have all 3 seasons of the show that I mentioned, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about MLP. So yeah, I've actually decided to experiment by combining all 4 of them together to create my own when I do it, and I think it actually met with less than satisfying results in the end. Like I think pretty much looking back on these reviews that I did in the past, I actually regret making those in particular. So yeah, I think almost every single time I actually watch these videos, it just makes me horribly cringe at best because of my less than effort techniques in order to do it. And not to mention, I did keep on saying a lot during that time, but I don't do that nowadays because I'm actually because I no longer actually have the tendency to do that now. Do that, but instead I actually am starting to sound a little bit like Jeff Goldblum for a bit, but hey, at least I did try at best. So yeah, I think pretty much after that, I think I pretty much after I did my review on Rarity Takes Manhattan, I of course quietly stopped making these reviews in particular because I was not only regretting on how terrible I did on making those reviews, but also I haven't been catching up on each and every one of those episodes that currently got released. Pretty much every single time a new episode comes around, I find myself having a hard time keeping up with what I was trying to do. I couldn't actually get myself to where I'm at right now. Like, I was thinking about doing them week by week to actually correspond with the episode that was releasing, or to tie into the next episode that was released, but I just didn't have the time or even the hard work to actually do that anymore. So yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm getting at, and not to mention I was extremely busy with my senior year in high school during that time. So yeah, I quietly stopped making these reviews since after Rarity Takes Manhattan because, yeah, looking back on them, I did a terrible job on those. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I have to say. And then pretty much afterwards, I think I did actually make probably a few MLP related stuff during that time. Believe it or not, I think right around in 2016, I I actually did get myself into a DLT Berkshire series, Sword or Pony Railway Adventures, which I am extremely proud of for doing, and the show itself is actually really great, and not to mention, I was the voice of James in that show, and I think looking back on them now, I am very impressed with how they turned out, and to, of course, DLT Berkshire, he did a fantastic job on with what he's trying to accomplish with this series, and I really love on how well it turned out, and I think even to this day, since after 3 years since after I first signed up, I am still actually glad to be part of that show, and I am due to probably voice James in the next episode that he's gonna put out sometime pretty soon, but we shall see what happens. So yeah, and of course, aside from all that, as well as trying to do quite a few MLP related videos for a big, I did get myself fully immersed into of course each and every single new episode that's been released so far in order to know what's been going on and see what direction they're going to be going towards. And that was, of course, that's been going on for quite a while, but I think right around in 2016, after the sixth season aired, I think I actually stopped watching new episodes of the show, and I guess all of you are wondering, why is that? Well, then again, I think during that time I was extremely busy with working on several videos that I've been working on, and not to mention I was busy with my classes at college during that time, so yeah, I think it's keeping me strayed away from seeing any new episodes that just came out during that time. But although I will proudly admit, I think probably aside from making a few episodes, videos relating to MLP, I actually incorporated elements from My Little Pony into some of my videos, like for Family Movie Collaboration. One of the characters is, of course, Fluttershy plushie, which is, of course, loosely based around the actual Fluttershy from My Little Pony, and yeah, not to mention, I think during my time at conventions that I would go to, some of the stuff that I bought during that time was, of course, relating to My Little Pony. So yeah, and not to mention, I have seen several people cosplaying as characters from MLP, which is actually really awesome. But although, truth be told, speaking about what I said about conventions, I will openly admit right about now, I never attended any Brony conventions during my time. Hell, I never even gone to BronyCon during that time, which is sadly closed down, to which I am ashamed, but hey, at least I did give it a good try nonetheless, so yeah, I guess if anything, I have been, yeah, I think pretty much since after the sixth season aired, I haven't been caught up with any new episodes during that time. So yeah, which is why which would probably explain some things that have been going on. So, but it wasn't until right around 2017 when of course the last thing that I did relating to My Little Pony is, of course, when I went with one of my high school friends, Trinity Tengajaya, who to actually go see the 2017 My Little Pony movie, to which, even to this day, since after I bought it on Blu-ray, yeah, even after I saw it on the day it first came out, I still thought it's actually a really good movie. So yeah, I may actually think about rewatching it to see if any of my opinions have changed over time, or remain the same. So yeah, maybe I'm going to assume, maybe right around the former that I mentioned, maybe my opinion on that movie has changed, so yeah, and I think pretty much after that, I think right around late 2017 or early 2018, I believe, I did quietly left the Brony Fandom during that time. Yeah, and like I said, the only things I've gotten up to during that time is not just Season 6 of the show, but also the MLP movie from 2017. So So yeah, pretty much after that, I never actually been caught up with any of the new episodes of the show in its current state right about now, nor even done anything relating to it afterwards. So yeah. Oh yeah. But however, I will say I am still keep up to date with what's been going on. Like of course, yeah, like I say, even though I never actually am into it as of right now than I was back then, I think I did keep on hearing a few friends of mine keep talking about it to me, and I was like, well, okay, well that's nice, but you sure you wanted to bring it up to me? Like, I quietly left it. I quietly left the fandom in my mind, which is pretty much what it's saying. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much that. So why even bother someone? So yeah, I guess if anything, I did quietly left the Brony Fandom right around late 2017 or early 2018. So that was right around 5 to 6 years when I was around in that fandom. So yeah, a lot of people I assume are excuse me for a second. Well, so by now a lot of you guys are wondering, why am I bringing this up right about now? Why didn't I state this before? Well then again, I think during that time I was extremely busy with other stuff, including my videos, my classes at college, and plenty of other stuff that has been going on during that time. So yeah, I haven't been really caught up to a date with the show in its current state right about now. So and I don't think I would even bother checking them out, given for the fact on how busy my life is. So yeah, that would probably explain some things on why I left the Brony Fandom completely afterwards. So. But I think I will say I did have a great time being part of that fandom, and I will say I'm actually really glad I actually gave the show a fair chance, and oh yeah, not to mention I did also have other projects relating to My Little Pony that I've been meaning to get off the ground, but I never really got a chance to, including probably something relating to the show, maybe like a bridge series on the show itself, which I know is going to be impossible right about now, given to YouTube's current state with copyright right about now. So yeah, I think it's probably so yeah, that project has not been off the ground during that time. So who knows? Maybe if I ever actually revisit that project again or officially decide to get it going, I may revise it a little bit to correspond with where we're at right now. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I have to say. So yeah, I think I will openly say this right now. I think being part of the Brony Fandom, I thought was actually a pretty good experience I have for like the past few years that I had. So yeah, I guess if anything, I am actually glad to be a part of that for quite a few years now, and I did meet up with some really great people during that time, and followed some people that I've been following for quite a while relating to that fandom, and not to mention a few of my friends, even my girlfriend that I know of, were actually part of that fandom. So yeah, I guess if anything, I guess it's pretty sad to say that I'm no longer a part of the Brony Fandom as of right now, but I guess if anything, I'll still do some stuff relating to it. Yeah, not saying if I'm up for it, I'll still do them pretty much. I am still gonna be doing Sword Art Pony Railway Adventures until the end, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens, and not to mention, I'm still keeping around some stuff relating to My Little Pony in my possession for quite some time now, probably later on in the near future. So yeah, and not to mention, I'll still always love the show, even though I'm not really that into it right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, it's sad to see that Friendship is Magic is has finally come to an end after a whole 9 years since after it first started. But for now, I think it's probably for the best. And I think as of right now, there were talks probably for the 2020 decade coming up pretty soon that Gen 5 is about to excuse me for a second, is about to actually get officially launched. So we'll probably wait and see what they'll have in store for that. And who knows, if I actually did get myself fully invested in it, maybe I might actually come back to loving MLP all over again just to see what they're gonna do. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I think with all the other stuff that I mentioned, I think I'll definitely keep them an open mind. But then again, I'll just have to wait until the right time and money to actually do them. So yeah, I guess if anything, to the people that I've known that actually got me into the show as much as I did, even though for the fact that I did make quite a few videos during relating to it, as well as try my best to actually launch on my own Brony channel, which sadly never happened, which I'm ashamed. I think I want to say thank you so much for giving me this experience. And yeah, like I said, it's sad to see that Friendship is Magic has finally come to an end after a whole 9 years. But for now, I think it's for the best, and we'll probably know what the future will have in store for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say for my experience with both My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and the Brony Fandom. So yeah, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this overlong video that I'm doing right about now. And in the comments below, please share with me your experience with the show and the fandom, as well as leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And as always, feel free to send me an email if you have any questions for me, or if you want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up. Follow me on my social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and plenty of others if you want to keep up to date with me. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this special video. And yeah, like I said, it's sad that I'm no longer into it, and it's sadly come to an end due to not only my other interests getting in the way, but also my busy schedule. But I will say, this was a really great experience for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this special video, and stay tuned for my next video that I'll do, which will be, of course, my next thoughts video that I've got coming up. But I'm not going to reveal what movie I'm going to be talking about. You'll just have to know until tomorrow, the day after I see it, to know to find out for yourself. And of course, don't forget to actually be on the lookout for my next update video to see me letting you guys know on what projects I'm going to be working on, what's been going on with my outside life, what questions I'm going to be answering in the last update video, hopefully, and of course my announcement for Retro GameCon that's coming up this November. I'll be sure to give out more details on that pretty soon. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.